Good afternoon, noon. My face looks my capture might be a little weird because I tried to flip my phone upside down, because maybe that'll be better when I have a bad habit of putting my face too close to the screen monitor when I draw, so I'm hoping that'll help with a different angle, but it might be a little okay. I might have to fiddle with it a little bit. But anyway, hello, happy Tuesday, right? It's Tuesday, yes. Your nose isn't touching the screen. You're doing it wrong. You're so right. Hello, Cracky Torch. Welcome. You're right, but I don't have a nose, so I guess maybe it's already maybe my nose is on my screen. Maybe that's where it went. But anyway, today we're redrawing something I drew 6 years ago when I first started streaming regularly. I guess like before then, I guess I dabbled with streaming for my friends in just a private setting, but it wasn't like to be a streamer or anything. But now I think this was when I started VTubing for the first time and decided I want to do this regularly kind of thing. You redeem 50k points, or I draw with only my nose with only my nose for 15 minutes. That'd be horrible. Like stick my pen in my nose and try to draw with it. I don't know. I guess maybe for a donation I'll do that. I heard of somebody who had to show feet because of donation, because they joked they would do that. I saw that. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. It was a streamer I was watching, but they were like, oh, maybe I'll show feet if you guys donate like this much, and somebody actually did, so she was like, okay, I'll show feet. And then it became like an inside joke, I think. Time to show. Wait, I need to fiddle with the settings. Time to show how much you've improved in the 6 years. I was thinking direct nose to tablet contact. No, none of that. Yes, I was thinking, because this is like my very first character that I started VTubing with. It's honestly, it was such a basic ass design, because I didn't even, I was just like, it was mostly like an excuse to try to learn live 2D and just to get myself, try to get more self-confident, I guess. So my character didn't even have like a really thoughtful design. It was just me with pink hair and green eyes and with bunny ears, and my outfit was like, this was not the regular outfit I was wearing. It was just like it's supposed to look like the old-timey American style waitress type style, but my outfit was kind of also like a red outfit that was just like my real life outfit, like my favorite outfit I like to wear that I still have. I even have red glasses, like I still wear them. So that was like my thing. It was just like me with pink hair, basically. The only smudge from the skin to screen contact would drive me mad. Oh, I need to, oh my god, you would be so pissed at me. Maybe I shouldn't tell you, but I think I just lost my tablet glove, the little glove you wear with that looks like a edgy Y2K boy thing. I lost it. I don't know where it is. I gotta find it, but I'm dealing without it for now. Oh yeah, I gotta move my, what the, there we go. Anyway, yeah, I was thinking maybe I'll draw my new character, my current character with this, but I don't think I'll show my improvement in comparison very well. But I do like the idea, you know, the art idea. So I might just draw another version with just my new character, but for the stream I think I'm gonna draw my old character, even if it's not the face you guys might be familiar with or will be familiar with, I guess. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind if I draw a different character today. Okay, making sure I got my pen settings right. Let's start with the pose lines. You know what? I remember this was exactly when, I think it was like when I was going through it during COVID, and my college was not what I was expecting, even though I got into my dream school kind of thing, and it was a tough time, not gonna lie, and that's why I kind of tried to start a new hobby to help me kind of get my thoughts off things and, you know, figure out what I can do. Hey y'all, hi Las Empanada! Hi Las Empanada, welcome! Thanks for coming! I'm just getting started with the draws. I was just yapping for a bit here just in time. Oh, is my face... I knew this was gonna be a struggle. My face is gonna be not tracked well. I also need a new keyboard. It's like blocking the camera, I think. You lurking me work. Thank you for lurking here. Let's see. I'm a little rusty as well, I feel like, when it comes to just illustrations. I'm so used to making models for a hot minute that I ended up drawing always like kind of the front facing. Yeah, god damn it! I noticed whenever I look up, I noticed the face stuck, my model face being stuck. There. Don't worry. I have a bad habit of always wanting to have at least I think maybe it's not a bad habit. I usually end up wanting to have a sketch at least before I go live when it comes to art streams, but people usually probably want to see the whole process. Blah. God damn it. I need to stop looking close. But I get embarrassed because I undo a lot and redo a lot. And people get mad at me sometimes. Like, oh no, that was fine. I think it's also like while you're streaming, got the streamer debuff. Even if you're not trying to focus on chatting or whatever, even if you don't have a lot of chatters or anything. I don't know if I want to. I feel like those feet are angled weird, so I'm gonna change the angle of this one a little bit. I think that was a bad decision back then. I mean, even if you're not chatting a lot or anything, it's just I think the feeling like the pressure of being seen, I guess. I think it's like the similar feeling of drawing in a coffee shop, I guess, if that makes sense. I hate the idea of doing that. I've never done it. And maybe I tried it a couple times and didn't like it or something, but it doesn't seem like something I can do. I get so anxious if people are like looking over my shoulder and potentially even if they're not, I get the idea that they are criticizing me in my head, and it's a bad, I think it's a bad way of thinking. It's a bad habit probably that I need to get over, bad anxiety, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just not a traditional type of artist. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I hate the feeling that someone could be watching me from behind. Yeah, especially if you're not too confident, you know? And also, I talked about this with my buddies, I think a while back. Like, it feels like if I bring my sketchbook in a coffee shop and start drawing, it feels like I'm kind of unconsciously stating I feel like I'm a hot shit when it comes to drawing, you know? Unconsciously. Like, oh, look at this fucking artist drawing. Oh, let's see let's see how they draw. Oh, not that good. That's my inner demons talking. But I'm sure nobody does that. Nobody's paying that much attention to their surrounding people. maybe a really bad asshole time to time if you're in like the city, and you know there's weirdos everywhere, especially there. But generally, people aren't being like that. What? Boobas. I think I drew them too big. It's okay, I can shrink them. I don't like being watched while doing stuff. Same. That's why it's kind of a struggle. I had to get like a... You guys know my home situation. So I don't have a room. I just kind of live in the living room, kitchen area. And the ghosts sometimes show up. That's why I have to mute randomly sometimes. But I do have like a curtain sort of thing set up, so I have some privacy at least. Even if I'm not doing anything nasty, you know? I just feel not good having no privacy. It used to not be there. That kind of drives me crazy, to be honest. I feel really bad. I think some of my friends wanna hang out more, usually on call with me, but not just I do want to hang out with them, but not just the timing is bad, but the times I do get quiet moments, I sometimes just want to spend it quietly alone. I got a call from my doctor. I'll be right back. This feels important. I'll be right back. I'm back. Everything's good. She just wanted to check in on me because we haven't chatted in a while. But everything's good. It's just been, you know, I've been doing better actually in general, mental health wise. So I feel pretty happy. Or glad, I guess. It's, you know, up and downs, up and downs. I am glad, thank you. I think it's partly because, you know, I have such, I think, you know, I think I talked about this with some of my friends recently. I did start streaming because I really enjoyed the feeling of having like a little social home kind of thing in small streamer communities usually. And I wanted that for myself as well. And that's why I started YouTubing and stuff back in the day. And I feel like I managed to find that with you guys. And no matter what, no matter how difficult I have it, there's always regular folks coming by, making sure I'm okay, and keeping me in their thoughts, not necessarily expecting stuff from me, but just hoping I'm doing better. And that really means the world, you know? That that always helps you get back on your feet. I think you just gotta be just gotta remember, I think sometimes there's ups and downs, you know. Where's my pen? Oh. And no downs are gonna be forever. I always think that I've been through worse. I had a pretty rough childhood when it comes to emotions. And I'm like, you know what? At least I don't have my brain chemicals going crazy like in puberty, at least. Maybe it's my brain chemicals aren't perfect, but at least it's not puberty. That was a nightmare. I don't know about this arm. I might have thought too hard on it. And it's wrong angle. Wait. Why am I getting so many calls? I'm gonna ignore this one because I think it's spam. Spam calls too much. How does the hand work? Oop. I'm sick of spam. Puberty 1 was rough, but the sequel is better though. I think the anatomy needs a little fixing. Let me see. Let me adjust things a little bit. Think around maybe here. It's better. I remember I used to draw everything with one sketch and one layer. Why did I do that? I think that gave me also, but it kind of gave me practice to think simple a little better. But also that's something I'm a little self-conscious about when it comes to my style. I know it's like a simpler art style. Oh my god. And compared to some artists, I get self-conscious who have like beautiful, gorgeous art styles. Hello, Nihilist! Welcome! Welcome to the art zone. We drawing, we gaming, we golfing. Woo! Let's see. I think your art is really good. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You know what they say, you're your own worst critic. You never stop comparing yourself, especially with social media and stuff. That's why I kind of try to combine different things with my art, because I feel like that's kind of a good advantage I have when it comes to creating. I get interested in different types of work too, but I don't know, some people get really focused, like hyper focused on their art and become really, you know, pro artists. I had a classmate who was crazy. Oh my god. She was amazing, but she also really dedicated herself to the point where it was like it seemed like a really stressful life, you know. I think her parents put a lot of pressure on her to perform, and that's partly why she was really good, but partly also gonna be not so good for her. When it comes to mental health, I think, at least. I don't know if I could handle that. It was like blowing away by our professors though, like kind of like I have nothing to teach you kind of feeling. At that point, you're also kind of thinking to yourself as a kid, I think, because you're jealous and stuff. You're like, why are you here? You don't need to be here, but I don't know. Maybe they probably didn't think they were gonna be outshining the professors. But not that great because I still haven't seen you join Steve Value's summer skins from us. Why is everyone talking about that to me today? Everybody's been sending it to me and talking about it to me. I understand. I will do this. I'll do this for you guys. I'll draw this off stream. It'll be the sequel version of the Vegeta drawing I have, basically. They nerfed? They did? I was so afraid that was gonna happen. God damn it. Why did they do that? What's the point? They're cowards. They're cowards for this. This is like when they nerfed Pyramid Head's butt in that one game that I don't play. Dead by Daylight, yes. And we're buffing, yeah. Make some mods to buff it. Getting crazy. Messed up. This is not equality. This is not money, cash money of them. 4th of July, and 4th of July no less. Messed up. This is messed up. I'm so upset. This is the worst news ever. You guys shouldn't have told me about his amazing skin. Now I'm just disappointed and upset. What's even the point? We must uphold it. This is fucked up. Why would they do this? On my birthday? On my birthday? The stick got his weenie. Cheesy on my weenie. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about the context of this. I just kind of shoved it in you guys' faces. I was like, accept it. And you did. Thank you. I guess I'll leave it at that. Pizza, pasta, put it on my balls. Have you guys seen that video? Or heard that audio? I think it's in like multiple versions. Pizza, pasta, put it on my balls. Anyway, that's what it's referencing. I liked it. I like that. I was a little obsessed with that audio for a while. If you're the Super Bowl, they're coming bring a super soldier. I know, what the hell? Accept him. That's America. Why are they hating on America? I need a reference to my character because I haven't seen this bitch in a hot minute. I forgot what the hair exactly looks like. Whatever. Who's gonna be like, you got the hair swirl wrong? Who the hell's gonna do that? Nobody remembers this bitch. Meh. I'm bringing it back from the grave. Keep performing. Gonna shower, got caught in the rain. No! Have a good good shower. I was trying to think of a fun way to call shower something else, but I couldn't think of one. It's America's dong, for real. Are you saying you hate America's hot dog? Rain is a free shower? True. Isn't that like... I remember that's one of the things that my family would always... I think Mama Ufi would always warn me about. Don't let the... Don't get stuck in the rain and let the polluted rainwater hit your head too much, or else you'll go bald! We were so afraid. Yeah. What's up, Ufi? Hi, Deja! Welcome! True, you also get sick. And you might also go bald. So make sure you shower. What are some weirder ass things your family said to you to keep you from doing stuff? Like, I think one of the things I remember as a kid, I think I talked about this a long time ago, but one of the things my family told me as a kid was if I don't eat the side dishes and just eat the rice. Like, you know, in Korean restaurants, if you go to Korean restaurants, you get a bunch of side dishes and rice, and then you eat you can eat them together. But I really like rice, you know, so I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna eat the rice. And then I think I was like told, if you only eat the rice and don't eat the side dishes, your skin is gonna like be like Play-Doh, and if you press into it, it's gonna stay that way. Oh, why would you tell me that? I don't think that's real. You don't need to tell me that. Spooky. So spooky. I was terrified. Oh, this never Play-Doh skin disease. What the hell? I want to check something real quick. Okay. Last time I was streaming both on YouTube and Twitch, and I couldn't see the YouTube chat, and I didn't answer people, and I was so mad. I didn't know, so I was making sure the encoder thingy or whatever was working. Doc. Let's see. I wanted to do this exercise for a hot minute, but all my old drawings, you know, would have kind of doxed me because they were under my real name and stuff. But now it's been a hot minute since I started YouTubing, so I can do my own. I can just, you know, refer back to my old character. I have another version of this I kind of did, but with a picture of, I think, Akiyama from Yakuza 4 in a lingerie. And I drew that, I think, like 2 years later again. And man, I improved a lot. And it was like, it's a really good way to, if you're like kind of feeling down about your art, a really good way to feel or kind of notice your progress, you know? Feel better about journey you've been through. I would highly recommend. And I signed up for the same reason fan art is difficult, and I just ended up trying to draw it the exact same. I think starting off, you kind of try to your best to draw, replicate the way you can, and that's kind of a good way to gateway. Like obviously, if you're gonna post it anywhere, you should like credit the original or whatever. But you know, replicating stuff to get the basics isn't necessarily bad or anything either, I think. Because I feel like that's also kind of what I'm doing with video editing, you know? I'm not really doing anything fancy, I'm just copying memes, but it's teaching me a lot about different methods. And, you know, I just tell them, you know, oh, this is like from this meme, and it gives me idea of what it's like to make that kind of video, and I can apply the techniques I learned for future. What is hair Play-Doh? Oh, I think I've seen something like that. Isn't that like a like a, what do you call it? One of those pets, chia pets? Is it called a chia pet? Maybe not a chia pet, but there's something like that. I would be happy to catch your art stream, also co-working. Hi, Demi! Welcome! So good to see you! Thank you so much for being so kind to me and my art. You're so sweet. Co-working, thank you so much for working with me. I like cozy streams. Salty. Ew! Wasn't somebody talking about how there's like, what do you call it, edible Play-Doh, but somebody was like, that's just it was basically cookie dough, colorful cookie dough. I can see that. But like if you play with it too much, it's gonna get salty. Yay! I should probably boot up the Go co-working game thingy again a while. I think there's been a lot of good updates. There's like face tracking update, I think, too. I don't think you can do that with multiplayer, but it's still cool. I really like the character creator they had. It was really good. And I think there's been new accessories, decorations. I gotta get back on it. Let's see. This. I think I also had a second outfit for this character that I ended up changing from. I ended up rebranding from this character to Lich, which some of you might be more familiar with. After I wanted to get a fresh start, I kind of wanted to distance myself from people back then, because I kind of was too open, I think, back then with some people, and ended up kind of associating myself with people I didn't really want to, and I wanted to distance myself and decided I'm gonna switch characters. And then if you guys want to follow me through there, even though I'm no longer gonna be streaming with these people and stuff or whatever, And if you still wanna follow me for stuff, you can follow me on Lich. And then I ended up being a new character of my creation. And then some of you might know what happened after that. Which is when I first started watching. Yeah, I think most people kind of got familiar with me through Lich because that was more, I think, my own content. I think a lot of people, I was kind of like playing along with a more known I guess not popular or anything, but like more known streamer at the time. And you know, when you're first getting started in the community, you don't know anyone, so you just kind of get starstruck with anybody with anybody gives you attention, you know, with even a little bit of attention. It's like a doorway into more people in the community, you know. But sometimes you end up ending relationships for whatever reason. The Tegman chapter, kind of crazy thing. It's been almost 3 years already. Yeah, it's crazy. That was a fun adventure, but I think I decided I do want to, even as a my own streamer, I guess. I could technically also still commission people to make my vision of a character life, but I think trying my own thing and doing my own thing on my own, trying to figure things out on my own is one of the biggest things that I gained through the hobby, you know. I'm glad you're still around. Thank you. It took me a bit to get back to feeling inspired. I still don't think I've fully, and compared to when I first started, like as this bunny, this one's called Space Bunny. Funnily enough, my first character was also a bunny, but when I was Space Bunny, I was like so crazy making all my assets really fast in like a day, learning live 2D and stuff. Even if it was rough, you know, I learned a lot, you know. And I went through I think I was like looking at Iron Mouse's first model kind of ish, or I don't know if it was her first model, but it was one of her older models when she was still using FaceRig and I was using FaceRig because VTube Studio wasn't out yet. I was like, oh my god, reminds me of my model. Because the blinking would be a little off and stuff. Because FaceRig wasn't too good at tracking, especially if you didn't have an iPhone either. I think even with iPhone, like FaceRig didn't have that functionality. It was like after VTube Studio we could have better eye tracking. Yeah. I think I was also feeling self-conscious about my quote-unquote re-debut, I guess, for a while, because I got to work with an artist I looked up to since I was a child, you know. So you know, if you compare your own art to somebody who you looked up to, you're like, oh, how can my work be good enough in comparison? And you end up self-criticizing too long. And even I think when I was doing even after with this version, I tried to finalize it, quote unquote. I was like, oh no, I think I need to still go back to the drawing board because I don't like how round the head is. I was telling Mossy, my friend, I think my head is too round. I need to redo it. And she was like, no. And started like, I think can you like send me the side view drawing you are criticizing yourself about, and then started like drawing her vision of what she thought might be causing me to see it all a bad way, I guess. And I was like, oh, thank you so much for putting so much care. I was like, I was like, um, being like, oh, you don't have to be like that, and she was like, I just want you to see what I see, how beautiful it is. I think you're a round person, so you know it's perfectly fine for it to be for your character to be round. And I'm like, that's so true though. I'm kind of round. I'm kind of a round person. For a rodent has Farbie's endless closet, but it's all VTuber models. Positively rotund. Yes. Thinking about the shape. I like the eyes. The eyes, the anime eyes, y'all. Gotta put your entire being into it. Eyes are the window to your soul, or whatever they say. The nose. Oh, this is why I wrote flip the canvas in the middle of the sketch time to time. I think we talked about that in the Discord Art Talk channel. I think Droopy was talking about how, or asking if other artists they flip the canvas after they draw it or whatever and fix it. And I'm like, and I was like, yeah, I do it always while I'm in the process, even if it might make you be angry at your own art. I think it means you have some stuff to fix technically, even if you might not, if it's not the most important thing. I think you don't have to, I think, if you're satisfied with your own art with the way it is. But personally, I like making sure it looks fine flipped as well, because you never know, as an asset you might end up flipping it for whatever reason, especially for VTuber art and thumbnails and stuff. And I remember, I think I started doing it more when I saw, I think, a portrait of Chia from Persona 4 flipped for like a side game. I think they didn't do that in the original game, but for like a side game they decided to flip it around because for like a dialogue scene, I think, because they were talking to each other instead of to the main character who you played as. And it looked so off, and I was like, oh no, I don't want that to happen ever to my work. So I ended up obsessively flipping afterwards. I see. The nose angle, I think, does a lot to make the face look, I think, younger or older or awkward. I think if you feel like all your eye placement and stuff looks like fine, but it looks off, the face looks off, hence there's the nose. I know there's I know there's like 3 options: the eyes, mouth, or nose. But you know, I'm just saying, you'll be surprised how much it can affect the drawing or the character's look. still don't know what my art style would necessarily look like. So I was like, oh, I should draw this in my current style. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what my current style looks like. I think I try to make them look anime in some way, but they end up looking somewhat Western because of, I guess, life influences. And that's not to say it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's something I've noticed. Maybe like Scott Pilgrim vibes a little bit, or maybe more Omocat. I think actually I bought a Omocat sweater, I think of Hololive merch, and it was kind of funny. Mama Ufi was like, "Oh, this art looks like your art." I was like, "Oh, that means a lot to me. I like this artist a lot. I like this art style." Hello, Ufi. Hi, Juicy. Welcome. How are you doing? Good to see you. I hope you're staying cool in these warm summers. Well, I don't know how it is where you are, but most of the places most of my friends I got to chat with, they're all dying. They're all dying. Finally found you live. Yeah, I haven't been streaming too often until I felt like I was also kind of saving a lot of games and stuff for after I quote-unquote debut or whatever, finish my model and stuff. I'm trying to stream more now that I have finalized my character design and have a basic model going. I want to add to it though. I gotta add some redeems and stuff on toggles. Cooling down a bit. That's good. That's good. Good. Get hydrated. Have you purchased anything from the stream sale yet? I was looking around. I haven't seen anything I necessarily want to buy, but I might look around again. Let's see. I might take a quick Steam sale shopping break in like 5 minutes maybe. Maybe we can browse around together. Persona 3 Real? Oh my god, I remember Tom gave me the I think it was like he got like a code or something from a Discord membership thingy, Nitro, whatever. I think there was like a Persona code he got and then gave it to me. I was like, that's so cool of you, but I started it and I ended up not playing it. I think I wanted to stream it or something. Maybe I'll stream it. It looks fun. I'm sorry, Tom. I apologize, Hamster. I will put it to good use eventually. I forgot about my glasses. I was wondering why it was looking so off the face. The glasses. Glasses. Stretch. A groove of streaming? Yes. Me too. It's definitely a heavy, what do you call it? Investment of time and stuff, I feel like, and you want to make sure you're used to going live regularly before that. Fair. There's a lot of games are like that, but they're so fun. They're so cool. I wonder what... I actually don't know much about 3 either, so I'm really excited to try the reload version. I just know there's like the fucked up way of calling a persona in that one. I feel like the head is too big. I do this all the time. All the sketch, so it's okay. Three is my favorite. I'm still filming the recast from the original though. I didn't know that. I didn't know they recasted the voice actors. That's kind of a shame. But they do that a lot with Persona in general, don't they? I think they recasted Chie like a bunch of times too in Persona 4, I think. If I remember correctly. Gonna get used to the new voice actor, at least for one of them. At the DJ section on Twitch, and there's very much a lack of live 2D models and anything current unit that stands out to me. Maybe this is my time to shine. Yeah! I keep forgetting to send the hand tracking thing, but I'm sure you can find it easily if you feel like starting to figure out the model part of it. But when I remember, I will send that in the stream discussion section or something. Here was an individual thing, same with kanji, yeah. I'll send it in the Discord. I don't do DMs. And then they made an issue with the remakes. They recast everyone. I see. I remember. Man, it's always a shame when they recast or change things in the new version. I remember this is a weird poll, but I remember I was really into Shaolin Showdown when I was a kid, or a little as I got older too for some reason. I think when I was in my teens, I was drawing some fan art just because I really liked the art style or something. But I think they did a remake for the sequel or like a continuation semi-recently, and it was awful. They changed everything because I think they started recording it in Canada, and so they didn't have and there was some rights issue or whatever to the copyright of the original names, I guess. The names of the weapons they used was like copyrighted, so they couldn't use it, so they had to change everything, which is kind of weird. Canadian laws. I know it's like, it might sound like a weird choice to take the project to Canada, but Canada surprisingly has a good animation program because the government tries to, I think, encourage more Canadian created shows instead of focusing on American ones. Too much focus on American Hollywood media, I guess, in our general TV. So they try to encourage animation. So a lot of animation works, you'd be surprised, would be like, are actually Canadian and stuff too. wish we had better ones. There was some shit ones. The Hollywood is actually dying out. That kind of makes sense to me. I mean, for a while they've been kind of focusing on I think even when I was little, they were trying to focus on switching to more real people stuff, even Nickelodeon and stuff. Oh, I forgot. I was gonna do a Steam shopping break. I thought about browsing it through and streaming it, but I always accidentally dox myself, so I'm just gonna do it. BRB. I think I'm just gonna BRB and look through it for like 5 minutes, so I as a little art break, and come back to continue the drawing. Yes, I'll be right back, guys. No doxing allowed. Yes, get coffee. Hello. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you're staying cool too. I looked at the Steam Summer Sale real quick. Maybe I'll get paralyzed. That's like the new new Sims, basically. Some people said it's good. I don't know. Some people said it's okay, still kind of work in progress. So I'm not sure if it's better to buy it later, but it sounds promising. Super Battle Golf, yes. Arani? I haven't heard of that one, so I might have to look that one up. I don't know that one. Let's clean up this sketch a little bit. Let's see if I can. I got the basic shape down. Let's see if I can actually make the improvements. He's shaking my head, kind of get captured. But the quality of life tools were pretty good. Ooh. And I've always have fun with Sims decorating my characters with mods and stuff, but when it comes to actually playing, I kind of get bored really quick. Really quick. Really quack. Not quack. Roguelike first person dungeon crawler, really fun game with friends. It costs less than a bag of chips right now. I'm trying to find more single player games, I think. I don't get many chances to play with friends, I think, with games, especially if it is more fun with voice call. Although I would love to, unless it's specifically for streams, I guess, because of my home situation, you know. Usually in the afternoon is when my buddies are free to play games like that, but afternoons are usually also when my family comes home and it ends up kind of loud in the evenings. Scheduling conflicts, exactly. I think golf with your, was it Super Battle Golf? Yeah, not golf with your friends is probably the only multiplayer game I'm probably gonna buy for now. I think that's gonna be enough for my library. I think I tried golf with your friends. It was okay. I like my golf with anime though. Yes. I need a little more pizzazz. Otherwise, I think I get bored with golf. Although the Super Battle Golf has enough cute art style to interest me. But I think if it's like just a golf ball, I think it's not enough for me. Yeah. You guys want to see a sussy brush I had to download for a funny big picture for a friend recently? Let me show you guys a sussy brush. Where is it? Which one is it? You can already see it. Oh wait, that looks scary. It's like splashes. What is this? Wait, I might need to get a darker background. Ew! Ew! The coon brush. Nasty. It was for art, I swear. It was for gravy. It was to draw gravy. I was just drawing gravy, bruh. They for work are trust. Nickelodeon slime. Let me get green. Let me get the green. Where's the green? Can I even get it? Let me see. That'd be like... Oh, I guess I gotta... Ew! I can already see it. Oh, ew! That looks so gross. That looks so nasty. What is that? That's not goo. That's something else. That's not right. Wait. Maybe if I... No, that doesn't help. That's not right. Dislike. Unsubscribe. process. It does make a good ectoplasm. Just don't ask what that is. Where that came from. Don't ask questions you're not ready for the answers to. You know what they say. Speaking of aliens, I was recommended a video, I think yesterday? Was it yesterday or something? Last night. Where I think the title was like top 10 disturbing novels or books. I read the most for like a month or read the most disturbing quote-unquote novels usually recommended and I regret it or something like that. It was like something like that. And honestly, I'm so used to seeing, I've seen other lists where it was like not even, it doesn't even feel like it was novels, you know? It felt like it was like just gore, like shock value. Hey, this is what this scary thing is about, and then it was like a few pages long. It doesn't feel like genuine effort was put into it, kind of thing. A lot of the lists are like that, but this one was like actual novels and not necessarily like splatterpunk genre. It wasn't all splatterpunk genre. It was some of them were, I think, but it was like psychological horror type stuff that's considered a little out there, not necessarily bad. Some of them are bad, at least in the opinion of the reviewer, I guess, but a lot of them were really considered classic novels. I think one of the examples was, I actually read this one called The Road. I was surprised. I didn't really consider that one very disturbing. The I guess reviewer also didn't really consider it like highly disturbing, but it still got like horror elements. It's got some scary scenes. It's got some fucked up scenes. I can see it being I can see it fitting into the list. I wasn't like mad about it. But if you don't know, it's about the post-apocalypse of a father and son. I think the mom passed away or like self-exited, I suppose, when the apocalypse began, whatever mysterious cause of the world ending that isn't exactly expanded upon or explained in the book. That's the setting, basically. It's about the survival of this father and son duo, and sometimes some fucked up stuff happens, and it's about trying to survive and finding meaning and continuing in a world like that, I guess. It's pretty good. I think I cried the first few pages. It was a weird experience when I read it, actually. I think I read it when I was in it was like a assigned reading for my high school? Yeah. And so I started reading it in class, and for some reason the first few pages really got to me and I started crying in class. But then the rest of it I was fine, even though it wasn't it was more fucked up later. It was more emotional. It had way more emotional stakes later when you get invested in the characters, but for some reason I only cried at the beginning, and then afterwards I was just like straight-faced. But anyway, it was a really good book. I would highly recommend it. But it also kind of made me realize, hey, I read more books than I realized. I kind of want to get back into it. I should read some other ones. Some of the ones that interest in that book. The reason I'm talking about it is there's one called Earthlings or something. I think it was called Earthlings or something, which is why I was thinking about it. It's about this person who thinks they're an alien. Basically, they're like crazy. I think the premise was like they feel like they're an experiment. And they gotta fit into society by pretending to be one of the products, quote unquote, or something. I find an e-reader to buy that's not a Kindle. I'm bad at. I kind of like I'm a very old man style when it comes to books. So I like a good old paper. Probably also helps. It's partly also my experience being working in a library, maybe for a little bit. I don't know. Books are nice, but yeah, it's about. I think it leads to like cannibalism and stuff apparently. Whatever is going on in that book, the alien book, the Earthlings one. And I'm like, oh, that sounds crazy. I kind of want to read that. And then another one was called No Longer Human. Like 2 Japanese books, I believe, that stood out to me. And other ones, there was like another one. I forgot it was House of Leaves, maybe. That was also looked like a fun book. That one isn't Japanese, but it's they play with the way the text is written on the book itself, and it's very out there, outside of the box kind of type of book. So that one also looks like a very fun way to figure out abstract ways of expressing yourself, expressing art. Slowly listening in English. I'm very slowly reading it through now. I want to read that one. I gotta get it. Yeah. I was seeing that in the list, which was also one of the ones that interested me. Welcome back! Coffee. Delicious coffee. We just talked about I guess horror books, kind of. I was recommended a YouTube video about disturbing, quote unquote, disturbing books, and surprisingly there was a lot of good, interesting picks, and one that I was familiar with, at least, or read. Excuse me. Your coffee maker's broken! No! Sad. At least Tim's is cheap and everywhere. In the sale catcher. Oh yeah, I was talking about the Steam sale. I think I saw Paralyzed looked interesting. Oh yeah, I think I talked about that already, but like I thought about getting that, but some people say it's kind of still very early access. So I'm like maybe thinking is it better, but it's also good to support them. But I feel like whenever it comes to early access games, I end up playing during early access, and then it's not like a satisfying experience because it's not complete. And then, but I still get kind of the itch out, I guess, of the game. So I whenever like the full version does release, I feel like I don't end up playing it, or like there's updates. Like that's me with Fields of Mystera, I think is called. That one came out a while ago in early access, and there's been a few really big updates that's been like really like praised upon, but I end up not playing it because I'm already kind of lost interest, I guess, after the first time I played it during early access. I find it hard to return to games, yeah. Unless it's like the game that I always play, which I already have it established, you know, like MMOs that I already play. or Minecraft or something that if I'm not familiar with that, I'm probably not gonna come back to it after the first playthrough kind of thing. So it's kind of a battle within myself. I'm like, do I want to just support the devs and get it now, or wait till there's like a final polished version, you know? Mystery, yeah. Into Mario or something, because those are like short. Yeah, I could if it's like a short game, I guess. But a lot of the games I like are kind of big. Mess around with the Dan Gamer has a Klonoa plush up for pre-order. Nice. That's so cute. Oh my god, that sounds so cute. Let me look it up. It's called it's from Fan Gamer. Let me look it up. I can imagine. I said it sounds. I said it's already cute without looking at it, but I'm just like, you know, he's a good design for like a plushie. You know, I can imagine it being. Like, oh, it looks good. It looks good. He looks. He just. I knew he would look good as a plushie. You know, some people's characters just aren't made for plushie designs. You know, but Klonoa works perfect. You know, Klonoa's got the cute little lumpy parts that makes a plushie work. I think is easily created. Love that guy. I was glad there was a remake, but I prefer the original graphics, I think, of the Klonoa. Because it looks different with it looks too clean, I think, the new one. But I'm glad there was a new update. I think it kind of got people excited. Originals are much better, yeah. Got an Nendroid! Oh my god. He's also a good Nendroid. Nendry shape. I guess it's time for final lines. I feel like whenever you do something like this, people expect like a dramatic change, but I feel like there isn't much with this one. With the line art, at least. I'll see. Maybe I'm just being too hard on myself again. The mix of visual style and the first is so charming. Exactly. So nice. They weren't. I feel like they weren't exactly able to get the same feel with the remake. Not to say I'm not happy that it happened. I think the music is over. Ah! Hold on. Let me just get this eyeball. I might call it a early stream actually, because I have some other works to also get to, and I think it's better when it comes to at least especially commission work. I focus on it fully instead of streaming the process. I always end up not liking the final product when I stream commission work. Say my boss sucks on a release, I still didn't finish it. You sad? You said I'm leaving? Thank you for the stream, Luffy. Thank you for coming by. You know I can't stream for too long. You know this about me. Good for the stream. Thank you for coming by. Sorry it wasn't a long stream. I'll try to stream for a longer stream when I finish up some work and try to. I'm probably gonna do a longer one with a game because our streams is a little stressful to me. I don't know. I try to get used to it, but I think today was a good practice. Finally, nice to meet you. It was really good. It was nice getting to talk to you guys. It was so sweet. It was getting to chat with you. Couldn't stream. Alright, I get it. Now just is done. Finally, thank you, Juicy. Thank you always for your support. Very proud of you. Thank you. I'll try to do it again in the future, and I'll post the final version of this, the before and after on Twitter later. I should probably make an Instagram eventually too for Oofy activities. Whatever. I'll figure it out. But thank you guys for a wonderful company. You guys stay cool, stay hydrated, and have a wonderful week.